Are we on? Is this thing on? It's Friday again, 7 o'clock. Oh my God. Yeah, time does fly. Time does fly. Let me see here. Is the sound on? Yeah, I can hear myself. There you go. All right. We're ready for another show. How you guys doing? It's been one of those weeks, huh? Good week? What do you think? It's been pretty busy on my ends, as per the usual, but I'm not complaining. It is what it is. You got to take them as they come. And yeah, the design world is kind of quiet out there. I've been looking for news and topics and stuff like that, and I found some cool ones for today. I got some a nice rebrands. I've got some cool images, some macro photography going on. That was pretty cool, but it seems like there's not as much out there, and I think it has to do with all of this like whole everyone's not doing as much as they used to, or now they're opening the doors in some countries and people are just want to go out and run and do things that they couldn't be doing for the last year. So I don't know, I just kind of feel like the creative side isn't as loud as it used to be. I don't know. Let me know what you think, if that is true or not. But we've got another event. Apple is coming out with another event on June the 7th, and they will be, let me put this music a little bit lower. Jeez, it's a little bit blasting in my ear. Oh, gee, see, this is why I don't like wired stuff. See what happened there? I almost died. Almost died because this thing was in my ear. What are you laughing about back there? We have Anna in the back. She's decided to kind of be in the background, taking care of looking at your comments and making sure the audio levels are okay. What else do you do back there? Taking care of business. That's what she does. Takes care of business around here. That's what her full-time job is. Okay. Alrighty. So as I was saying, Apple event coming up on June the 7th. Let me show you guys here the little piece of news that I've got, which essentially says that. Look at that. It's so cute. And by the way, people are going crazy with trying to decipher all of these little details that every single like poster or event thing that's out there. Like they went in to zoom into the glasses to check out what was being reflected there, just to try to see if there was a hint to something. Anyways, there's a whole bunch of, if you guys go onto YouTube, you'll find a whole bunch of people that are trying to decipher that kind of stuff. But anyways, it looks like this event will be basically about software. We had quite a bit of hardware not too long ago that was released from the iMac, the AirTags, which I'm still waiting for mine, the iPad Pro. Anyways, we had a lot of stuff coming out that came out a couple of just, what was it, a month ago, 2 months ago, something like that. So now they're going to be coming out with a whole bunch of software, which they say it includes the Mac OS, the iPad OS, the TV OS, the Watch OS. Why don't they just make one OS? I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying it. I'm just putting it out there. You know, stop confusing people with all of these different things. If it's all an ecosystem, like they say, they should just make one system that works for every damn device. You know, they're smart. They can figure this out. You know, a piece of software that can say, oh, I'm on a phone, so I'm gonna behave this way, or I'm on a computer and I'm gonna behave a different way. Come on, people. You're a trillion-dollar company. Come on. Think about it. Anyways, and it will be just one update. Isn't this just like, hello? You can hire me. You got my number. You know where I'm at. I'm a loyal client too. You know, I've been an Apple guy for forever. So hey, wink, wink. Anyway, so they will be coming out with a whole bunch of updates to the OS systems. And one of the things that they've been talking about a lot, they actually released a couple of little things already for the accessibility features, which is pretty cool. They've got a lot of cool little features there. Let me just see here in the article. I was reading this just before I went on air. So they have, so it says that it's geared towards the cognitive, vision, and mobility and hearing disabilities. So that's a pretty cool update. They're putting a whole bunch of features into the phones and to the OSs in general that can help people navigate through their devices a little bit better, which is awesome that they're doing that. So that's a cool little piece of news. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Did you like that, Anna?
Loved it.
All right. She said she loved it. And she said that I have the best ideas for Apple and that Apple should hire me. I'm just saying. She said it. It wasn't me. People can't hear you.
Yes.
No, they can't hear you. Can you just wave? Because I don't think people know you're there. All right. See, she's here. I think some of you might have been thinking that I was just here talking to an Anna that's in the back. Like, she doesn't exist. She does exist, man. She's real. She bugs me every single day. Moving on. Another piece of news. This is the news about a bunch of posters. Cool looking posters. Yes. Tolerance Project poster show. It travels to Berlin. So if you guys are going to Berlin, if you're traveling this summer or in the next couple of weeks, because this is going to be happening between the 27th, which is already going on, and the 6th of June. Essentially, Mirko Ilic. I am butchering this name like I usually do. Names are not my thing. He launched this tolerance project basically in 2017, and he asked a whole bunch of artists, like 28, to create a poster about tolerance, and the only requirement was to write tolerance in their native language, which is interesting to see. And then this kind of picked up and people liked it, and it became a thing. So now, after it became a thing, he's got 70 posters from 70 designers from 39 countries, man. Canada included. Woo! We're there. Who's the Canadian artist? Annalena von Hildruf. Oh no. Canada? Anna Hildruf? And then it says Germany. Yeah. Hey, listen, that's not a very common last name for a Canadian. Even though we're like totally multicultural around here, so there's no real Canadian name. But yeah. Well, that's our Canadian presence right there, just in case. And this article, if you guys want to check it out, it's on the where is this? graphicart-news.com. You can check this out. It's got all the details there, everybody's name, and it's got a few of the posters. Some of them are pretty cool. I like this one. This one's got like funky colors going on. I like this contrast. And yeah, so check it out if you're into this kind of thing. There's a lot of cool different art, and what I like about it is, as you can see from me just scrolling down here and seeing a couple of these, they're very different from each other in terms of art, in terms of style. So it's cool. It's something that we need more of in the design world, is more of these cool projects to get people just doing stuff, creative stuff, because we need creativity, people. We need that creativity going. Speaking of which, bumped it into another nice piece of advertising. This one coming from Pepsi. So they discovered the logo, the Pepsi logo in packaging on like fast food. Essentially, it was a smart little move that they did here. Okay, and let's proceed here with the article so that you guys can understand what I'm talking about. So essentially, see, you guys are seeing that's pretty cool. So they kind of crumpled up the packaging, and they found that little part that put a circle around it, and you had the Pepsi logo. Smart. And so this is using, let me read a little bit of the article here so you guys have a little bit more of context of what I'm talking about. So they basically wanted to say that, Pepsi is a good partner for any burger out there, right? So they decided to kind of grab McDonald's, Burger King, and Wendy's, and essentially utilize their packaging and kind of come up with these creative ads, which are pretty cool if you ask me. So you can clearly tell that this is Burger King packaging, and yet they just kind of fiddled around with the packaging there, and boom, the logo is right there. Very cool, very inventive. I'm wondering if this idea came from somebody that was, at a Burger King or a McDonald's and just kind of looked at the package and accidentally did that and looked at it and said, oh, look at that. It looks like the Pepsi logo, and kind of went from there, because that would have been a good accident. And it worked out. It worked out well. They also, they're using kind of the icons, the characters, I don't know what you want to call them, from each one of these fast food places. They cut off their heads so that you can't really tell if it's them or not. But of course, I don't see anybody walking around, with just those big red shoes. I mean, you would be kind of a freak. Let's just be real here. Anyways, smart ads. I like it. I like the way they went. Edgy. Cool. Let me know what you think. All right. So let's continue on. More. Oh, this is the logo part. All right. Yeah, that's it. All right. Here we go. I moved the page a little bit too further. There you go. So this is a UK tech retailer, Currys PC World. And apparently they had a whole bunch of different little companies attached to their to the main company too. So they had like Carphone and Team Know-How and like a whole bunch of different things. And so they did the smart thing, which was, let's make this simple and easy for people to look at and understand that this is Currys, the company Currys, and not whatever it is that all the other companies. So they went from, as you can see on the left side, Currys, little circle with the sun, very romantic sun there, and PC World, to just Currys, circle, simple. This is what I'm talking about, people. Just keep it simple. I mean, a lot of times it's, people tend to put so much, they want to. And listen, I've had clients throughout these many years. I think it's gonna be 17 years. Did you hear that?
Yeah, it's actually
next week. Yep. Woo! We're gonna have to do a special live show. All right. So 17 years of this. I've gotten some clients that want to put the whole meaning of their company, their history, a picture of themselves, the dog, and a little bit of the building as well on the logo. Let me just say that doesn't work too well. Just saying, man. Just saying, that might not work too well. Sometimes just put the damn name there. Find your font. Find your color. Keep it simple. Especially nowadays where, things are going to be on your phone. They're going to be so small. You need to put that in the icon for Instagram or Facebook, whatever. You got to be able to read it. You got to be able to see it. And this is a perfect example. So if you look at the logo here, so that logo Currys, and it's a circle. Ooh, I wonder why. If you see that as an icon on Instagram or TikTok or whatever it is, it's going to be readable. You're going to see it at a distance. You know what it is. Simple. Imagine trying to do that with the old logo. Not going to work, man. Not going to work. What are you going to do? Put that sunset there, the sun and the clouds and all that kind of thing? I don't know, man. Just doesn't work. But anyways, they also incorporated the circles as like a movement thing, I guess the modern tech now, they're all going with this whole circle idea, which is expansion, whatever you want to say. Anyways, it looks good. They've got nice pastels. Colors are well balanced. They've got, the theme is kind of through, all in all, like pretty straightforward. It's good. I think they, it's not like, wow, this is like the best logo ever and all of that. but it's a good logo. It's recognizable, I think, from now on, and it's going to work for them. Obviously, there's a couple of examples here. They work. So I like the colors. The colors are not bad, too. I mean, Apple should be paying attention. Or hold on. This does look like a... Not saying anything. I did not say a thing, okay? It's pastels. They've been around forever. I'm not saying that people are copying it. It is what it is, okay? All right. Let's go into the photography part. This one is cool. If you guys are into photography, and even if you're not, you're going to like this one. This one is cool. So this guy, this photographer, and I'm going to butcher another name. Let me go butcher his name first. Oh, no. It's Josh Forwood. That's an easy name. Okay, I can't butcher that one too much. He's like a wildlife, science, and adventure footage kind of guy, and he was stuck at home like everybody else, so he didn't know what to do. All of a sudden, he starts, he created a bee hostel in his backyard, and then he started noticing that the bees, as they're getting ready to leave, they kind of stay there for a couple of seconds, almost like some of them, I guess, a minute. And then they fly off, right? So he's like, how can I catch this? How can I capture this, right? So the guy's smart, and he went to grab his camera, his tripod, and a good macro lens. And check this out, people. This is kind of crazy. So these are extreme close-ups of bees as they're coming out of the little circle. So let me show you the little bee hostel that he's got. So this is it right there. So you see, there's a lot of little holes. So the bees are going in, and then as they're coming out, he's taking a picture of them. And this is what you're getting. Check this out. I had no idea that bees were so different from each other. This is kind of crazy, I have to say. Look at that. This guy looks like completely different Joe right here. And look, Mary. Look at Mary over there. Like she does not look like. Nope. What about Jerry over here? He doesn't look like John or Joe. Did I say Joe or John? I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, they don't look alike. But yet when they're flying around us, they all look the same. But look at this. And on this one, you see all of them over here. See? That's pretty crazy. Bees are very different. So whenever you see a bee, whenever you're outside, you see a bee, give them a name because they're different. Don't just call them bee. Call them Joe, John, Jack. Why all J's? Jamie. I don't know. Anna. Should we call him Anna?
Sure.
All right. Call him Anna. All right. Why not? And now, people, I'm going to be serious here. People of the world that are watching me. All 1 million of you guys that are watching me right now. And my mom. Hi, Mom. No, she's not watching me. I don't think she's ever watched YouTube, to be honest. Anyways, now we're going to go into our YouTube channel. All right, YouTube channel. There you go. This is it. The Prowalk Tours. So, I bumped into this one this week, and I think I'm going to be traveling the world for the next couple of months through this website. So this guy, and I'm not going to show a footage of this because in every single video, he's like, nobody can use any of this stuff because of, whatever. Okay, fine. I'm helping you out, man. Well, I'm not really, but you know what I mean? Whatever. Okay, this is the channel. It's called Prowalk Tours. And what it is this guy walks around all of these known cities around the world with a 360 camera, and he's recording everything as he's walking around in 4K resolution, amazing resolution, from almost like a first person's view. Obviously, there's one in Paris that is 5 hours. This guy does 20 kilometers. I think it's 20 kilometers that was there, and he recorded the whole thing. So, and what's interesting is he actually puts timestamps. So if you want to just go, jump to the Eiffel Tower or whatever it is that you want to check, you can just click on that and the video will jump ahead and you can watch it. But man, this guy has got a lot of cities. I mean, from from Luca in Italy. He's got a lot of European stuff. So I don't know if he's based in Italy. I mean, in Europe somewhere. I don't know where, but he's got a lot of. I'm noticing a lot of Italy stuff. I guess these are all the places he's been visiting, and every place he visits, he does one of these things. There are so many of them, and there's Vancouver right there. So this is a great way to just kind of look at all these beautiful places we have in the world without having to leave your home. And you know what? It could be one of those things that you might want to check this out. So let's say you're thinking about going to one of these cities. You might want to check this out and say, okay, let me see if it's worth me spending the money and the time and the energy to go to this place. Let me take a peek. And after you watch these videos, you might go, hey, you know what? I really want to go. Now, I want to be there myself and be able to, breathe in the air and the pollution and bump into other tourists and get lost and, the usual stuff we do when we go on holidays. So what's cool is, again, this guy records everything in 4K, which is quite unbelievable. The shots are pretty cool. And, dude, you've got days of footage to go on here if you guys want to check this out. Very cool little channel. Let's go into the next thing we got. It's our podcast. All right, podcast people, designers that like podcasts. I got something for you, right? I don't know why I haven't mentioned this one yet, because if you're a designer, you're going to have to, I'm pretty sure you probably heard of her. She was the first graphic designer to do a podcast, and she's been around forever. It's called Design Matters. It's by Debbie Millman, and yeah. So just go designmattersmedia.com and you'll find all of the information about this podcast, about Debbie. The design of this is really cool too. The host, if you click on the host, you'll find out that she's been named one of the most influential designers working today. I will be the most influential designer working tomorrow. So just keep that in mind. But yeah, I mean, she's done a lot of good stuff in terms of design, and she's done so many good interviews with a lot of good designers. If you're into this kind of thing, if you like listening to designers talk, this is one of the main podcasts that you should listen to. What I like about this website, I mean, you can find her on, I think she's only on iTunes and SoundCloud, but you can find her through the website. Is all of the episodes, you can browse them by discipline, year, and last name. It's insane. So you can look at all the titles. If you go by discipline, look at all these titles. This is kind of crazy. She's interviewed a lot of people. So she's kind of like, and then let's say you click on journalist, right? You're gonna have the list of the journalists that she's interviewed, which is pretty cool. And when you click on any one of these guys or gals, you're gonna find the name, what they do, the tags and all of that, a little bit of description, and then you can just listen to it right there, which is pretty cool. So, you can go as far back as 2005 and find the podcast from back then. So it's really well organized. She's got a ton of information here. Good stuff. If you're just at home, sick and tired of listening to the radio, because sometimes these radio stations, gonna say it, they can get pretty boring because they keep putting on the same damn music every single day, and then you gotta play your Spotify, and then even your Spotify, unless you're my daughter that has like a gazillion songs in her Spotify, then you might get away with it. But if you don't have a gazillion songs, I don't know if she's watching or not, but if she is, it's true. It's true. But yeah, you know what? A podcast is a good thing to keep you company while you're designing. You get inspired. You know, inspiration is something that we all need as designers all the time, 24/7. Even in our sleep, we need to sleep and dream about creative stuff in order to be creative for the next morning. You know what I mean? All right. So that was that. You know, I'm cutting down to a half an hour show. We felt after analyzing the gazillion of views that we've had that probably just half an hour is good. It's good to kind of give you a little bit of a rundown of what's going on in the world and keep you guys a little bit of company on the Friday evenings. We're also doing some shows on Thursdays and Saturdays in Portuguese though. Me and the one there in the back, the one we call Anna, the one that is the boss. So we do that. So there's a lot of live streams going on, and you know, it's all because Anna wants to do all these things. She's the one that's keeps on pushing me. She just says, I want to do this and now I want to do that, and you know, I need help, people. I need help because it can get it's tough. It's tough. All right, I'm gonna go before I get a chair thrown at me. I hope you guys have a good weekend. Enjoy the weekend. I hope the weather gets better here in Toronto because today it actually freaking snowed. What? It's the 28th of May. It snowed. I'm driving and I see snow. I almost had a heart attack. But anyways, not gonna get violent. Not on air. But if I catch the person who switched that button from nice sunny weather to cold. Anyways, guys, have fun. Take care. Have a good weekend.